Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play through, only cause you set up the angle. Web that you weave got us tangled, caught in what's before our eyes. Show off your fantasy reality, whoa. That's yours, but I'll keep doing mine. You'll be living your good life. Catch a glimpse from the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see now. Don't need any timeline to prove that this is my life. I can see it now, see it now, see now. You'll be living your good life. Catch a glimpse of the outside, then.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
Oh my God, it's Mel.
Oh
my God, it's Mel. It's Melly Mel.
Shit. Well, hello.
Okay, keep chew.
The mouthful of a peach ring. Hi.
So how's everybody doing?
everybody?
Hi, Grinder.
I'm doing great. I'm trying to finish writing in my journal. I got 4 lines to go.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there. Hello, Mama Vixy. How are you doing this evening?
I missed you at Minecraft. I was all alone on the table.
I told him that. I told him he was in trouble.
And trust me, my conscience kicked ass, but trust and believe, my sister got off at 6 and I played some Splatoon with her for all that time. So, me and my sister haven't had too much bonding time because she just got Splatoon 2 3 or 4 days ago. I don't remember when. So she's just getting on the
Splatoon
bandwagon.
3.
Yeah, Splatoon 3, that's what I meant. Other than that, I also had a bunch of houses to clean this week, and then I have my surgery this upcoming Monday for my other eye, as well as 2 other doctor's appointments, and then from Tuesday to Sunday, I've just been working to pay bills. So that's what this week has been. And then when I get home, I'm just like, I really want to play Splatoon because I was addicted to it for like 2 weeks, and now I haven't had as much time to play as I had before. So.
But Splatfest is done, so you're not missing anything.
I know.
So, Mel.
Mel!
Glad to see you on the table. I've missed you.
Me too. Oh.
I took out a lot of wigs that you sent me.
Too.
And I made a box for Myrtle because we had some of the same wigs. I knew that we at least had the blue bobs. We both had blue bobs. So, but thank you. There's a lot of stuff. And it ended up Liam is owner of the unicorn mushy pillow. That was exciting. That was an exciting 20 minutes. He won.
I got that thing at Aldi.
Oh, he loves it. But at least with those kind of pillows are good for my kids because they don't have pillowcases, which I know sounds backwards, but it's true. Because if they have pillowcases, then the pillowcases get ripped off, and then all of a sudden there's stuff to pick at. We got to rip that open. They're less likely to tear open less likely. I'm not saying they wouldn't. Right. Less likely to tear up a stuffed animal.
Well, I'm glad that some stuff is getting used. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Mel thinks I'm a princess. Set me crowns.
No, you're a queen.
I can say myself, goddammit.
What, Rabbit?
254 journal entries, guys.
Nice.
Look at you.
I know. Now will I ever read it? I don't know, but I have it.
Maybe not, but maybe somebody after you. When you become famous and then die, and somebody will find it and like, ooh, these are worth a whole bunch of money. It's so interesting.
Why wasn't this guy in a nut house?
Right? That's exactly what they're gonna think. Let me tell you.
It's okay.
Hey, Vixy was smart enough to give him his own show. More than one, in fact.
Here you go.
Go be rabbit.
Go be rabbit.
2 shows.
Yeah.
I know. I'm excited. I like my shows. I like this show. I like all our shows. I wish there was like 60 hours in a day, and we all could stay up for like 40 hours and sleep for 20 hours for our days, but it doesn't work that way.
Nope. But that is definitely why we don't work Mondays and Tuesdays. Because Vixy gets overwhelmed. There was a time where we were doing 7 days a week for at least an hour. That's when I said we can do more than one show a day and not do it 7 days a week.
Well, also, Mel wasn't working at that time. I was on short-term
True.
disability. I had all the time in the world to do it.
This is true.
Those were the days.
Mystic Canvas, she's not calling herself Mystic Canvas anymore.
Elsie Mystic?
Elsie, we'll call her. She goes by
she's
Elsie.
just Elsie now?
Yeah. Because she's making some beautiful jewelry with actual crystals, real crystals, not fake glass or plastic ones. And she's making some beautiful jewelry, and that's called Mystic Wearables. And she just joined the Discord, so hopefully we're going to get some information about that. But it sounds like that's what she's doing.
Lately?
Who?
Kendra?
No, I have not. That's why I took her thing off, because I didn't know if I couldn't get into her website, and I didn't know if she still wanted the percentage off.
Yeah.
Or not, so I took it down. Because I haven't heard from her in more than a year. But she does that sometimes. She's done this before.
Right. Right.
Doesn't have the best health. So I just hope I think Frost would tell me if there was anything bad happening.
Sometimes people just fall off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to. I know I'm not here much, but I'm trying not to fall off.
Don't fall off the table.
Don't fall
Well,
off.
do what I did and get internet.
And get internet.
I'm working on it. So
I got internet. You can get internet.
I fell on the table. I just got here.
We, Alexa and I painted what will be her room this week. He's going to get the flooring tomorrow and start putting that in. So next couple of weeks, I'm thinking
floating floor
over there. Yeah.
Cool, because that goes in really fast once you get it. Once you get the rhythm.
Well, I mean,
it goes pretty fast.
He does flooring. That's just part of his job. So
that's his job. Oh, he can work.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
that's right. Mom wanted me
he's
to
in construction.
wants me to know what he does.
He's in construction. He says, I'm a carpenter. He's in construction, so he does like framing and flooring, and he'll paint if he has to, but he hates it. That's why
my
Alexa and I
cousin
painted.
does that. He makes big bucks up in Michigan.
Are we gonna get construction snack TikTok videos now?
Are we gonna get construction videos now?
Well, he's
Put on
doing
a little
flooring
hard
this
hat.
weekend, and I'm not gonna be there because I'm here, so I won't be there to make any videos of it.
It's okay.
Because Myrtle and I like to find snacks on the internet.
Here, does that mean you're going to be here a little bit more often?
Say that again?
I said when she says she's going to be here, does that mean she's going to be here a little more often?
Yeah.
Just curious.
For now, for this weekend. Well, I'm going back Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
So tomorrow.
Claire. No. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
She can do coffee house.
Yeah. Because Tiny Mel is
my new wig, Mel?
To St. Augustine with a friend next week, so I'll be at his house all week. Did I see your new wig? The
the curly blonde one,
blonde and brown. Yeah, I liked it.
It was a lot cooler than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
and now that I know what the actual point price is, I know why. I was like,
I
holy
take it
shit,
it was
that
on
much?
sale.
It wasn't paying close enough attention. I can't even imagine how much that wig would be if it was human hair. It is so thick. And
It was really pretty. I liked it.
I did too. I even showed my. I sent
Claire.
my mom. I didn't know if you know this, but my mom bought a house up in Michigan. It's it's around Grand Traverse City and Buckley, if y'all know the area or not. Anyways, it's there. I don't know what her mailing address is. But she's out pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And she bought this little house so that when she goes and visits family, because we're related to everyone up there, she doesn't have to stay at anybody's house or rent a hotel room. She can have her own little house, you know, because she'll stay there for 2 or 3 months.
Right.
The week before she was about to leave, her brother went to the house to check on it, and it was flooded. All of it. One of the pipes broke during the winter. So all the furniture, all the walls had to be torn out. All the cabinets had to be everything had to be torn out. This church group actually volunteered to fix her house.
Oh, wow.
So they came in and they fixed her house and painted stuff. And she had to go get furniture because most of the furniture was just completely ruined. So she went to go get furniture. She's like, I found a dresser for $10. It's solid wood. Blah 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 blah. She's so excited. So she's getting all that together and then my stepfather has this big desk. He's like got a den there, and he's got this big desk with all his computers, and he's working from home, which is new. It's a new thing. But they seem to be having a good time while they're up there. So I started that whole story for a reason. Now I can't remember what it was. I was going to tell you something. I don't remember. But Mom and I did talk about you yesterday, Mel. Just so you know. She says
you were talking about your wig
all
and then
the
your mom.
wonderful in the world.
I thought you were talking to her this morning.
No, last night. No, I got these combs. My mom and I both have very thick, heavy hair, but we like to put them back in combs. But the combs are either too light and break, or too heavy and just slip out. So I found these on Temu. They're like this big, which is twice as big as the normal ones you get, long. Yeah. And they look like carved wood, but they're not. They're plastic, but it really does look like carved wood. And I got them for like $1, you know?
Nice.
And so I shot pictures, and she said she would really like some of those. Temu, I got some pretty good stuff from Temu. The only problem is when I used to get jewelry from Wish, which is kind of what it's like, is Wish.
Yeah.
Some of these turned my fingers green, which I can't complain. They weren't that expensive. This one doesn't. I really like this one, but it's not. I was hoping to get a wedding band out of this. And I've lost weight in my fingers, but isn't that pretty? Got the 2 moons on it.
That's pretty.
And I got this little. It's just a band. It's just a band, but it's too big. It falls off. I gotta put it on my thumb.
I get a lot of those.
Mixed blessing.
Yeah, really, mixed blessing, totally. But yeah. Other than that, it had 0 shipping, which is good because Wish you should stick it to you in the shipping.
Yeah.
If you hit $12 or more, it's 0 shipping costs. And it was late. It was a day late. And they credited my account $5.
Nice.
When I spent $12. So I got everything. I got $12 worth of stuff for $5. Well, $7. So
cool.
I can't complain with that. They did it without even asking me. They just said, just so you know, it's going to be a day late. So here you go. Alrighty then.
Cool.
So this is good cause. They have wigs. They have makeup.
And this is Temu.
They have just about everything.
Have you tried to buy a Switch off it yet for like $5? Did it work? Well,
I didn't try.
Well, that little tidbit is there's only so many per day.
Yeah, per day they might have that, but like per week there's only 2 available.
And you
have to be the first
customer.
one to do it for stuff like that. Because there was a purse I was looking at that wasn't a Ouija board. I really liked it. I don't usually carry purses, but I really liked it. And it was only $5, but there was only 2 available, and I didn't have $5 at the time. And when I went back, it was gone.
Yeah.
And Wet and Wild promotion box this month is Alice in Wonderland.
What is it?
Alice in Wonderland.
Speaking of promotion stuff, you posted some sort of taste testing thing yesterday that I was completely baffled by.
Oh, there's these little berries. They're called magic berries, and you chew them, and for 20 minutes, everything you eat is extra sweet. But it has no calories or anything like sugar. So people eat lemons like oranges.
Yeah,
with
it's fun to watch people eat stuff.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about doing that for the next taste testing, if anybody wants in on it. It's $27 for the can of them, which is actually a good price for it because they're really freaking expensive. Well, I've never done them before.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you get 27. It's for an ounce of it.
Right.
Yeah.
They're very rare. They only grow in one place in the world.
What I'm saying is, how do we taste test that if they all taste the same from one little canister?
No. You taste test other foods like lemons and oranges, and a lot of people use fruit, which makes sense to me. Lemons, oranges, limes, grapefruit,
pickles.
Basically, we're using this
to change the taste of the food you're going to eat.
Change the taste of everything that we eat for.
Like how some people every morning will drink the apple cider and whatever drink or whatever to lose weight, right?
Apple cider.
I wouldn't do that because it would be gross. But if you had one of those berries and you ate that first, it might make it more palatable. That was my first thought when I saw it.
I didn't know.
I get away with a lot of stuff I don't like.
Yeah.
As long as it's
just
sweet.
avoid spicy food while you do it, because while it may make it taste good, the after effects may not be pleasant.
Yeah, burny stomach.
Like I'm not going to eat a berry and then a big mouthful of wasabi.
So I'm curious. So I put the link in our chat, Rabbit, to see if anybody else wanted to do it. And if anybody out there wants to do it, I will post it. Remind me in the Vixy room, the Vixy show room, that you want to do it, and I'll post the link. But yeah, that's the thing. We have to. I heard eating corn, like corn kernels, is amazing. Like the flavor is amazing.
I don't like sweet corn, so I wouldn't like that.
Oh, well, that's what I was a little afraid of because of the sweet corn stuff we had from Japan. That was icky.
But I mean, everyone's tastes are different. Some people like that. I just don't.
And I thought watermelon would probably be really good with it. I think I'd like watermelon. Strawberries seem to be always everyone. Even people who don't like strawberries.
All right,
like
Vixy.
the strawberries. What?
The 14 best snack subscription boxes in 2023. Shall we read it? You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So number 1 is the Boxu. It's from the Japanese snack subscription. Let me click it a little bit to see what the fuck comes in this thing.
I guess I should do that again with new people. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what the fuck comes in it, but it's a bunch of different shit. Ever heard of Boxu?
Yeah, I think that's the one that Mel and Doll and I did.
Then there's Universal Yums.
Pretty sure we did that one.
Okay.
We did the Australian.
We ordered them off Amazon, didn't we?
$50. It tells you how much it starts at. So Boxu's kind of pricey. Universal Yum starts at $26. Then there's Snack Crate. That one starts at $20.
We did Snack. I think Snack Crate was. No, Snack Crate was one we were looking at.
We didn't have a subscription. These are subscriptions that he's talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, it says subscriptions, but we can always just get one.
Cancel.
Number 4 is Thrive Market. It's the best subscription service for organic stuff.
Thrive is a company.
And then Munch Pack.
I've heard of
Thrive
them.
Market starts at $12, by the way, so I might check out that one. And then Munch Pack starts at $22.95.
You can get Japanese boxes, Korean boxes, and Mexican boxes for really cheap on Amazon. But I'm going to tell you, I've never had Mexican candy, but everyone tells me it's spicy. So.
Don't eat the Mexican Doritos. Just saying. Unless you like really spicy food.
See, I want something like the Kit Kats.
I can look for more of those. But I was just saying, I've always wanted to try those berry things, so we could make it a fun one. Yeah, 1/2 a berry. Out of that 1 ounce, 1/2 a berry. You chew it, and then for 20 minutes, everything is sweet. It tricks your taste buds. Hi, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
I want to drink some, like a shot of lemon juice and see what happens. Because I love lemonade. It's something I miss.
I wonder if I could do a shot of tequila.
With the berry? That would be good. I bet I'd like that.
Well, I haven't been able to do tequila since I turned 21. Because I did too many shots of tequila when I turned 21.
Now the smell of it makes you nauseous?
No, I try to do a shot and it just upsets my stomach. I spend the rest of the night drinking burners.
That's understandable. Oh, we tried the new tracks without you, Mel. It was a little heartbreaking. Have you tried the new ones?
I have.
I like the rubber ducky one.
Yeah!
I love that one.
Cool.
Is it better than Moo Moo Meadows? Wait, you guys?
Yes,
like Moo
it's
Moo
much
Meadows,
better than
never
Moo Moo
mind.
Meadows. I hate Moo Moo Meadows.
That's why I said I'm
You're asking the wrong person.
Madness.
Oh, well.
I downloaded a game from one of her TikToks the other day. Haven't been able to play it because it's an online game. But
Say that again? I didn't catch it.
Madness has been doing videos recommending free or
Different games?
inexpensive games, and I downloaded the one for the Switch that she recommended the other day. It was Sky Children of Something.
I'm using our chat as
I see that. Yours and mine.
Hey, Rabbit, while you're in our chat, why don't you share that link that Vixy was talking about for the berries to the Discord?
I can do that. I mean, yeah, I can do that.
Oh,
I would do it, but my computer is slow. It would take me like 15 minutes just to get Discord open.
Copy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So Mel, you 3 days ago, the 19th, we ran out of hot dogs and potato chips.
You ran out of what?
Hot dogs and potato chips.
Was it a mutiny?
The girl child was so mad. She screamed for hours. I mean, literally screamed for hours and would not stop. And the next day, she's sitting in the chair. We got some groceries in the morning because we were able to. I put in an order after midnight because I had groceries at that point. Could get groceries. So they got to the house before she woke up. So we had all the stuff, and hubby kept saying, "Honey, do you want some hot dogs? Do you want some chips?" She was like, holy shit, she's not talking to you. It took a while. She went back to bed before she ate. She went back to bed. She was still mad. Oh, she was so mad.
Why doesn't my children do that? Get mad and just not talk to me for the rest
well,
of the day.
the 2 hours before are hard on everyone because it's really loud and heartbreaking. And she just wears herself out. She made herself throw up the other day while I was brushing her hair because she got 2 dreads in the back of her neck.
Oh, no.
And I had to get them out. And she cried and cried and made herself sick. I have to cut her hair. I was thinking about doing a wolf cut on her. That way I can say to my mom, it's still long. Because she doesn't think I should cut her hair.
Cassie came to me wanting her hair cut, and I said yes, and everybody got upset. But she has such long, pretty hair. And I'm like, but she can brush it on her own now.
Yeah. If the kid, like when Esme was little, like kindergarten, first, second grade, about that, I would put elaborate braids in her hair. And I'd hand make big bows for her to wear and stuff like that. And everybody thought it was the cutest thing in the world. And it was, until one day she decided she didn't want those anymore and take them out before she even sat up out of the chair. She would take it out and just get no. So when I did brush her hair, I put in a very loose ponytail braid in the back. So I thought if I do a really loose braid, maybe she'll. So she got in the shower and rinsed off with this braid still on. And hubby grabs the braid and says, "Look, ponytail." And she goes, "Horse." Like that. And she left it in for a few minutes. And then she brought me back my rubber band.
From second shift,
I didn't lose my rubber band.
I wasn't able to do her hair for school every day. And my sister-in-law was babysitting. And she's like, yeah, I'll do Cassie's hair. And I'm like, okay, well, they were running late every day.
Hi, Muriel.
I found out her kindergarten teacher was doing her hair for school every day. So when she's like, I want to cut my hair, I'm like, okay.
Myrtle says, Chris, did you get your internet back?
You see this face?
You see my face?
This face couldn't be on the table without internet. I live in the boondocks. We have very little cell service.
Yeah, I have to. Corey said he was going to ask somebody about what internet actually works out there. Because, he's out in the woods in the swamp.
Might be the satellite.
We'll see.
But you get a lot of
You got to watch the fine print on those satellite internet companies.
Yeah.
My uncle had them and they went over their limit one time and the fees were just astronomical.
Oh, so it's been so hot here, right? Electric cars aren't working.
They're overheating?
They're overheating.
So how is California going to do this no gas powered car thing?
I have no idea. They're going to have to fix that first.
I think they should push for the hybrids first.
I love hybrids. We had a hybrid.
Then
hybrids have been around for 20 some odd years now, though.
Yeah, but if they're trying to lower fossil fuel emissions, push the hybrids first where you can at least, still have your car. Because, you really don't want to get stuck because your car won't start because you went on the electric car bandwagon that California.
We were camping once with our little hybrid. This is before we were married. And we went camping and the parking lot was dirt, and it rained a torrential downpour, right? It flooded the campsite and we were trying to get out. We couldn't get out. It was in the mud, like half the car was in the mud. So we went through and found 6 burly guys, and they lifted out the car and walked it to the road. That thing is so light, except for the big battery. That thing's kind of heavy, but I could lift it up. One end up with no problem. 6 of them, no problem whatsoever. We were very thankful to them. They were very sweet.
Type people.
But that we hardly ever paid any gas on that thing. It was his go to work thing. We were making good money, so we could have paid for gas, but we didn't have to. So that was brilliant. I liked it. But it was only a 2-seater one. It was one of the first ones Honda came out with.
Yeah, it's very hard to put 3 kids in a 2-seater.
Yeah, well, we couldn't put 1 kid, so we got a van.
I had a 2-door Monty when I was pregnant with Cassie, and before she was born, we got the SUV. Like, I am not trying to put an infant carrier in the back. Mm-mm.
Couldn't unmute.
Well, I didn't have a car seat, and I made it. I remember, Mom swears this didn't happen, but I remember my mom was coming up to a stop sign. I know what road it was and everything. And the door opened and I fell out. I remember this. I remember
my brother
rolling.
did that.
I didn't get hurt. It stung a little, but I didn't break anything or slash myself or anything like that. And I was telling this story the other day, that never happened. I'm like, ooh. Sometimes we live in a different universe, woman. I swear.
My brother was Houdini and could get out of his car seat, and as they were going around a corner, he opened the door and went bloop.
My oldest, he would try to get out all the time, and then when he no longer fit in a car seat, I actually looked into getting race car seats put in the back, so they had the 4-point harness, because I didn't know what I was going to do with him. Because it was dangerous, he's a full-grown man now and stands up while you're driving. But finally, he sat his ass down. He doesn't care. As long as there's stuff to watch, he doesn't care.
And he could get out of it too, except for the one time I locked the keys actually the dog locked the keys in the car, and I'm like, Elliot, shimmy out of your car seat. It's okay. I'm giving you permission. Push the button.
I'm giving you permission. He's like, no, I'm not allowed to.
And I'm like, yes, because Bella locked me out of my van. I learned how to break into my van that day. Very useful skill to have.
Yeah.
Guatemala. Where the fuck is Guatemala at?
Guatemala?
South America?
Yeah, this is South America. All right.
Ooh, South Africa.
That's what I'm saying. If you noticed, I keep sending different ones, but they're from different countries. I won't send the same country to you.
I got the interwebs back. In between cleaning tomorrow, I'm going to get the laptop set up and hooked up and see if I can't get that capture card to work.
Oh, fancy. You got a capture card?
Guatemala has
nothing fancy. I got an inexpensive one. I wanted to try it out before I really started investing in it, because I have a really bad habit of a short attention span where it sounds really cool. So I spend the money on it and then it sits in the box on the stand. So it's only
I had to buy 2 because the first
$50 one
wasn't great. I did really bad at all the games because the lag on that thing was so terrible. That when we got the new one, there's a little gnat in here.
It connects to the computer really well. So if nothing more, I'd be able to record for TikTok and stuff, gaming clips. But my internet wasn't holding up for me to actually be able to try and stream it.
Yeah, Elgato was worth money. I've been using it for 2 years now. the same one. I think 2 years. All right, Myrtle, love your face too.
Myrtle leaving us?
I think she did a minute ago.
Love you, Muriel. Bye.
I must have hit a button or something. Vixy's live on YouTube, by the way.
Oh,
In case you want to
I
go
thought
check
you were
it
going to
out.
say TikTok. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, but there's a lot of people using various forms of Vixen and Vixy that are coming up on my FYP.
The AI lives are driving me absolutely ballistic. I can't stand them.
I haven't seen one of the AI lives. I'm just
I
tired of
haven't.
all
Basically,
the
this is what
music
happens.
bitching.
Flowers. Thank you.
I don't.
Ice
I'm
cream
too sober
cone.
for that
Yum,
shit.
yum, yum. Bubbles. And that's all they do. If you send them a gift, they do some kind of sound effect. It's basically they're pretending to be an AI. They're not AIs. They're pretending to be AIs. It bothers me for some reason. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it really bothers me.
Because they're not artificially intelligent. They're genuinely stupid.
Do not give them $1 billion. They'll probably be trying to go find a blanket.
People are making hand over fist. I keep seeing articles about it, like money, because people keep sending them these gifts. I don't know why we make stupid people famous. I do not get it. I really don't get it.
So you're telling me we could get enough to fund a YouTube channel if you and I did a dual AI live?
I don't think I have enough people who would come to it. There's girls on Twitch who lick microphones for money, okay? I don't get that either.
I'm not big on that.
ASMR.
They were standing in black stiletto heels and little black dresses and holding on to each other and licking the mic. They were making hand over fist money. They were making real money. I was pretty impressed, actually, and pissed off. Maybe I need to pretend to be stupid so I can make money. Well, yeah. No, don't do it. It'd be hard for me to look you in the face again. You know better.
You'd be like, ooh, Jelly Beans live. Click. Oh. Get onto the WhatsApp. What are you doing, child? Who hurt you?
Oh, that's so expensive.
You're a producer on my shows.
Now, my entire For You page lately has been people upset about country music stars.
My For You page has been about Barbie. Good, bad, indifferent. It's been about Barbie. But the funniest one was this news station. I don't know what news. I don't watch news stations. So it was these three women broadcasting. I want to say it was Miss NBC because of the colors, how the colors are different. But it's been a while since I've seen it. There's three women talking about how Barbie, the movie Barbie, was defeating feminism and inducting children to be transgender.
Interesting.
And I was like, so I saw this one guy who's like, no, there is a transgender actor in there is wearing a swimsuit, but unless you know, you won't know who it is. Unless you know, you will not know. People just, I hate people. And I didn't want to see that movie until I saw Margot Robbie come out of the shoes with her heels up off the ground, and I was like, because I used to say, I can walk like Barbie. Watch. If you're trained on heels, you can walk like Barbie. So, and then there's one in the trailer where she goes, my feet touch the ground. I lost my shit. I started laughing so hard. I couldn't breathe. I'm like, I gotta see this movie.
So I take it Barbie becomes human.
But these women were just ripping it apart for the stupidest reasons. I was
Everything's
like, really?
getting ripped apart.
Barbie's always been controversial.
This is true. When she first came out, she was meant for men to collect them for pinup like dolls. That's what originally was the market, and all of a sudden everyone's buying them for their kids. Well,
And I thought it showed, that you could do anything you wanted to do. Look at Barbie. She's a doctor. She's a pilot. She's a lawyer. She's a...
mm-hmm. They are
She's not
ripping it apart
anatomically
for attention,
correct, but she
especially
can
when
do
it comes
whatever
to
she wants.
transgender issues are crazy.
Well,
Especially when we're talking about what, 3%? Or
Well, Chris, with enough surgeries, you too can be anatomically incorrect.
There's a woman in Russia who's really close. She's really close to the proportionate sizes. She's disturbing. It's disturbing.
I just want to take the air pump and reinflate them just a little bit, and that's it.
It's just a little. Move some from your ass to your breast.
No, because my butt's good now. My butt is good. My butt is what it's supposed to be, but my children sucked everything else out.
I'd give you mine, but they won't let me.
My sister said the same thing.
If you get a tummy tuck, they'll move them up too. If it's your own fat, they'll move it up.
I was gonna say I don't have a ow.
Rabbit is on a mission.
Trying to see how many different countries I can fucking find on Amazon.
Mel's been
one of the
away
cheap
from streaming
Japanese
for so long,
boxes.
She doesn't remember how to talk to the camera.
Say that again?
Everything I've sent you has been under $35 so far.
Okay.
So
Jelly Bean said, "Why is
Mel?
Mel so quiet? She forgot how to talk to the camera.
Oh,
She's been stuck in the woods."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
that's
hard to
it.
hear you, Mama Chris. I don't know why. Like, they're loud and you're like...
I don't know.
Vixy hears you just fine. This has always been a problem for me. I don't know why.
Sometimes I can hear because she does this. It's a Michigan thing. It's like you don't want lip readers to be able to read your lips.
see, now I found one country that I really want to try that's probably one of the more pricier ones, probably because it's so far away. Australia. Australia.
We've done Australia. We did Australia before. There's a cheap box, but it doesn't have a lot in it.
We had Vegemite, mate.
Yeah, they usually come with Vegemite.
I think I found that one. The $34.95 one. With Vegemite, Tim Tam, Violet Crumbles, Crispy Pot, Cherry Ripe, or whatever the hell it is.
I love Violet.
I don't think Vixy would mind doing that one again, though.
I love Violet Crumble. It's one of my favorites. I can get it at Publix, though. I was so excited when I found out I could get it at Publix. Yes.
Well,
So every now and then, that is the best honey
It's
candy
just 12
I've
pieces.
ever had.
I'll send you that one too.
Mel's always quiet, Jellybean. What are you talking about?
Tim Tams aren't bad, but they weren't as great as everyone told me they would be.
So I got turkey.
Mama Chris was like, watch, I'll fix this.
I fix it, man.
Is it better?
Mexico,
No, you got quieter.
South Africa, Guatemala,
I don't know.
There you go.
I stick it up my nose.
European,
I just want to be
Color,
touched.
pick a color.
Malaysia, and Australia. Good enough. They're all under 50.
We went from under 30 to under 50.
Well, they're all under 35, so I can still
Okay.
Like the
They weren't
Australia
hugged
one
enough
that I
as
just
children.
added was $34.95, and that's the most expensive. But a lot of them, there's like 3 or 4 of them that are under $20. So
I like under $20. That makes me happy.
I hear you.
Oh, Mel, I went through all my contacts to fill them up and save. I saved all my contacts, by the way, Mama Chris. I saved them all.
I'm so happy. That's too much money and stuff.
I don't know where the hell they are, but they're not in any of my spare cases, and they're not in their case. I have no idea what I did with them, but if
could they have been accidentally in something that might have gotten tossed when you and the friend that were cleaning your area?
No, because I don't leave them out of these cases usually. So there must have been something like I had a panic attack or something and had to take the contacts out, and then or something. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm like, these are one of my favorite pairs, damn it. I thought I lost the Hypno ones too, but I didn't. They're fine. I was like, no.
I had a roll of paper towel in my pajama drawer.
Favorites.
Random.
I don't know why it was in my pajama drawer.
It was probably stuck to a pajama bottom.
I don't know.
It happens.
My Sour Patch Kids are missing. They're not in my drawer.
Oh, somebody traded you. The puka that lives outside your door.
She'll never notice.
She'll never notice. Leave out a shot of whiskey and some crackers. It'll be fine.
Oh, let's do whiskey.
I used to
Gives
put
you
them on
warm
top
feelings all the way.
When I had kids running around that weren't mine, that were neurotypical, I'd put the shot up top on the refrigerator freezer.
is that how you get all the hours on Dreamlight Valley? You just let it play in the background?
No, I did the update. I just haven't closed it out. It downloaded really, really fast.
Well, because the update isn't really like a whole new update. Like, you still have the same Pixar path as last time.
I was on something that was basically DSL, so this is faster.
Okay. I
don't think I could handle DSL. I think I might lose my
Xbox.
mind. I get really crappy when my phone doesn't do what I want it to do.
It took me a while to do the switch over, but we've only had Xfinity up here for about 1.5 years. It took them forever to get the fiber optic lines put in, and then the stuff on the towers and so.
So what are you doing tomorrow, Rabbit?
Tomorrow, I'm honestly waiting to hear back from a friend because I'm supposed to have a friend come over and hang out tomorrow. So I may or may not be MIA, but I'm still going to be here for the shows. Tomorrow's Fall Guys, Coffee House, Wheel of Rabbit, and the only one I usually miss is Cards Against Humanity because that's kind of the later one. But I usually make most of Saturday shows. I don't work tomorrow. Work weekend.
Tomorrow I gotta go to the post office.
I need Shannon to come back up at the table. She was hilarious. It's Flip.
I have been slacking. I've been packing, but I've been doing a lot.
Right.
Do you have an update?
Oh, I showed my mother the picture of Blue. I said, tell me what kind of dog this is. She said, did you guess already? I said, yeah. She said, okay, it's a blue nose pit. I said, that's what I guessed too. But they got it from the shelter. And she goes, oh, then it's a lab mix.
Yes.
He's a sweetheart. He's a lover. That's all I know. And he does not listen because he's pit.
If you can name that breed, I am going to send you a picture of Tank, and you'll tell me what kind of pit he is.
Yeah, we used to train herd dogs. So
Tank's my little buddy. If for whatever reason my mother wouldn't be able to keep him till he decides he's going over the Rainbow Bridge, he's coming to my house.
This one
He thinks
person
I'm his
had
girlfriend.
a beautiful, huge Irish wolfhound. And I'm like, oh, he's pretty. They're like, yeah, too bad he's a mutt. And I'm like, that is one of the most expensive dogs in the world. His name was Ozzy, after Ozzy Osbourne.
That was one of the names we considered for Blue, but Blue was the only one he really responded to.
My mom said the same thing about it. Wouldn't you just do Cappy? We always usually let the dogs have the names that they came with because we had so many.
I mean, Captain Hook is a cool name, but that's too long of a name for a dog.
That's too long. Mom and I agreed on that.
That
would have been called Cappy for us, I think.
If he had responded to some variation of it, we would have gone with that. But
like, we had a Dalmatian whose name was Lucky. I know she came with it. She came with that.
I was going to say that was the name of one of them in 101 Dalmatians. Yeah. So, I mean,
that's who she was named after. And actually, they named her that because my mom said, I'll be back in 2 days. Please don't kill her. Because she was supposed to be killed that night that she found her.
Oh.
So, but they did. They kept her. So,
yeah.
She really rang.
We tried Hook Rabbit. No response.
Then there's, we had Buddha, who was one of my favorite. He was an Ocelot Terrier mix. He was my exploded Q-tip. I used to call him my exploded Q-tip.
Oh shit!
He was my.
I wouldn't want to brush him.
We had to brush him every night, and it would be like a rabbit-sized pile of fur every night. But because this is Ocelot, he actually had hair, not fur, so my mom wasn't allergic to him. That's why he could be a house dog. And then we had Samson, who was an Airedale Golden Retriever. He's one of the biggest fucking dogs I've ever seen. And he was dumb as a box of rocks.
Oh, boy.
He's loyal as all hell. Loyal, loving. Oh, my God. The slobbery pup.
Yep.
But dumb as a box of rocks.
Oh, there's a wall.
In the door.
Oh, no. Blue is highly intelligent. And whoever had him before trained him not to be on furniture because it took us... it was only a couple days ago he actually started getting up on the couch with us, and we were like telling him, come on, get on the couch, but he wouldn't. So whoever had him before trained him not to be on furniture. But we finally got him up there. He just doesn't like to jump. He's not a jumper at all. Getting him in the car is hard. Even my little Civic, mine
was like that for the first. My pit bull was like that for the first 3 months. She did not want to get in the car. She loved being in the car. She loved going for rides in the car.
Oh, he wants to get in the car. He just doesn't want to do it himself.
On the console and be like, where are we going? What are we doing? Sit down. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Oh, he got a pup cup yesterday. I don't think I sent you the. I'll send you.
Oh.
I went to Dunkin'. We took him to the vet, and then I went to Dunkin' after because I had a long drive again back to Corey's house. And we went through Dunkin', and the guy was like, "Do you want a pup cup?" I was like, "Sure, yeah. Let's see what he does with it."
Do you like it?
Flung it on my face. Not just like a little drop, flung off his tongue and hit me in the face.
But it was good.
All over my car. I say that, but I'm being dramatic. It was like little tiny splatters. But it was all over my car.
My dad had a Maltese Shih Tzu named Bella, and she was not a dog. She was a princess. Yeah. She did not do any of the typical dog things, but she loved to go for rides. And one day I showed up in my husband's truck, and she's doing that on her back feet, twirl around, like, take me for a ride, take me for a ride. And I'm like, I can't take you for a ride. I've got the big truck. I had to jump into it. And so she comes outside. I said, if you can get in this truck, you can go bye-bye. We went for a bye-bye ride.
Grinder says, I don't know if I'm wrong,
name a kid pretty much whatever you want.
Yeah, and there's a lot of names coming back, like Grover Clean. I've seen a few Grovers lately. Some of the older names are coming back.
Yeah.
So
I would shy away from Joseph and Donald for the next couple of years. Just a thought.
Joseph and Donald.
Yeah, we actually ran names through the mill. Hubby and I did especially for Liam, because we weren't planning on having a third kid. But one of the ones was I like Liam, but I didn't want William because I didn't want him called Willie or Bill or Will. I like Liam. And I know that somebody's going to shorten it the other way and I won't be happy. I love Anastasia, but I'm not big into Anna. And this was way before the famous Anna.
Right.
But I like Stasia. So it was like, so we kept getting like ones that I knew people would
Anastasia can end up Stacy as well.
Bill and I could always pick out a girl's name super easy. It was boy names that we fought for months on.
Well, we didn't fight. We were like, how's this?
Then we named our daughter Esme just before Twilight came out.
Yes. Everyone asks me, is she named after Twilight? The first
Try naming your kid Alexa.
And I'm like, what's Twilight? She goes, you can't be serious. I'm like, yeah. She's vampires. I'm like, who wrote it? I'm real picky.
Naming your kid Alexa. Okay.
Yeah, they're not you 70s and early 80s babies vampires. No.
Okay, Poppy Z. Bright is a writer. She's one of my favorite writers, and she is freaking insane. Okay, she is insane. I've seen interviews with her. She is nuts. She wants to be a gay man, and her husband's okay with it. She wants to be a gay man, and her books are dark. They are very dark. They are like gothic novels, not emo. Don't know. That's what Twilight is. They're very dark. One of hers, my favorite one is the vampire one, which is called Lost Souls. If anybody wants to find it, it's my favorite book by her. This really great. She wrote this book called Exquisite Corpse, and I started reading it until I realized what it was about, which was necrophilia. Then I couldn't stop reading it. It wasn't all about it, but there was necrophilia in it. But I couldn't stop reading. I'd be reading going, oh my God, why am I reading this? Why am I reading? I gotta find out what happens next. But I always tell people, you gotta be 18 or old. This is not young teen reading, just because she deals with mystical stuff a lot. And her newest stuff though isn't. It's a gay couple in New Orleans who start their own restaurants. It's really good. I liked it. I read it and I liked it. But she does a lot of short stories, and there was one of the first ones I ever read by her was Night in Calcutta, and the opening line was, "That was the night I was born of milk, blood, and fire." And I love this woman. I already love this woman. I'm going to read all her books.
I've done that with a couple of authors.
That was a short story about Kalima, and it was really good. It was really well written.
I only had one book that I borrowed from the library that I got a couple of chapters in, and I was like, goodbye, send it off. Anne Rice, I hear she's a really good author, and everybody loves her book.
No, she's not.
I'm just telling you what I had heard. Well, I tried her Sleeping Beauty, because she was dabbling.
That's when she was Anne Rampling.
Well, she was dabbling in the, spicy side of writing.
The S&M. She was trying to get into S&M, but she wrote terrible.
I couldn't do it because I'm not one. You've got to have consent.
Mm-hmm.
Key. And I got a few chapters into it and I had to turn it off. I'm like,
I don't like and by the way, Anne Rice and Poppy Z. Bright both live in New Orleans and they hate each other. Like a lot.
So they'll not do a meet and greet together. Got it.
Oh, I don't think Poppy Z. Bright does anymore. She followed me on Facebook. When Facebook first come out, Poppy Z. Bright followed me and I about died. I knew it was her because she's posting pictures of her new gun and she's posting pictures of her husband, and I know what they look like, And they were like very everyday selfies in the backyard in New Orleans. You could tell it was her. And I about lost my shit. You
had a fangirl moment before fangirling was a thing?
I had a fangirl moment. I really did. It was before everybody was using Facebook like they are now. It was that time when you had to add people so they could make their pages. I don't know if you guys remember that.
That was just before I got in. I'm
like
still feeling bad that we all left
asked
Tom.
if I would take money for it. I was during the Google thing too. I was one of the first people to get Google, and I had 5 invites. And then I kept getting more invites. Every time I invited somebody, I get more invites.
Yeah, the from 2010 to 2013 was like the golden age of Facebook, because I was like, every webcomic artist that I loved, I was friends with. I was also friends with William Shatner, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel followed me. Yeah.
Kelly Carlin, George Carlin's daughter. And a bunch of other people. It's like, but then over the course of just a couple of years, people would read their friends list because
because people were being ugly. Because people started being ugly.
Yeah, and it's like you only have a limit of 5,000 anyway. Yeah,
nope,
she got out right after the 2016 election when she just suddenly decided I can't be on Facebook anymore, and she just walked away from it.
I haven't missed it.
You get in trouble for anything that you do or do not do on there, so it's like I don't post very much.
They didn't want me to have my name, and I had to fight for that for about a year. And I finally won. So technically my page is still there, it's just nobody can see it. Hubby can see like our memory stuff from when we tagged each other and stuff, but he can't see my page.
I think you can see your page. You're still there. It's just not active because you didn't shut it down or anything. But it's
I thought I deleted it.
Because when
I downloaded all the pictures I wanted.
Because when I'm over here and they say on my marital status, it says Mary's the Fire Eyes Raw. It's like. So it's like, and then there's a link to her profile, so it's like it's still there. I know you don't care that if I tell people your real name, so that's why I just popped off with it.
Most people just have a hard time dealing with it.
But
my friend introduced me to his boss. And she came into one of my coffee shops, and he introduced me. His name is Julian, and she said, "Fire and ice. What a dichotomy! That is so cool." And left. Like you're gonna tell her that's not my name, right?
Just roll with it.
I'm like, fire and ice. That was a really. I can't say it was a bad movie. It was in the 70s. Fire and Ice was a adult cartoon, like heavy metal. So when she said it, I was like, no.
It was the 70s. A lot of people got unique names.
Wizards. In the 70s, there was another one called Wizards, and that has like gnomes having sex with fairies and stuff in it, and it's not rated. That one's weird. That one's hard for me to
it was extremely weird. Yeah, had a lot of rotoscoped animation and stuff. It was
cool animation. Yeah. I had to give it that. It was really cool animation.
And then there's another one that was reminiscent of heavy metal called Rock and Rule. So it was a single story.
I forgot about that one. That was terrible.
Yeah. It's kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I kind of like it.
Was terrible. Oh, okay.
At night time?
Night. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 11
with
o'clock
coffee.
Please come see me.
Coffee.
Hopefully it won't be this freaking hot. It's been 110 for the last 2 days and I'm done. I'm just done. It's the feels like we're in the 90s and it feels like 110. And it really does feel like 110. My house can't cool off fast enough. So, all right, everybody. We love you. Big love.
Love you guys.
And we will see you tomorrow morning.
Bye.
You've been voluntold. Bye.
Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play through. Only cause you set up the angle. Web that you weave got us tangled. Caught in what's before our eyes. Show off your fantasy reality.